This video is sponsored by my favorite website creator, Squarespace, the best place to go when you want to get a domain or create a gorgeous website or an online store. Finally, summer is here, the time of year we should take a step back and relax and do a little bit of a health refresh. I look at health during the summer as a way to reboot my brain and get new perspectives on everyday life. So when autumn comes around, we're ready to go back to our routines. Here are my favorite ways to make the most out of summer. If summer is all about calming our minds and resting up, and if you're anything like me, too much social interaction is, well, too much. I'm one of those people who sometimes is an extrovert, but sometimes a total introvert. What I mean by that is that I love being social and meeting new people and going to big parties, and it gives me so much energy, but only if I make sure to rest up my social brain in between events. Too much social interaction and it drains me completely. So one way to schedule my time to make sure social stuff is actually adding to my mojo instead of killing it is the every other day concept. Basically, I try to always have at least one day in between social things to rest up. And honestly, it has made the biggest difference for my mental equilibrium. What about you? Introvert, extrovert, or like me, a bit of both? I'm not sure how you use your phone, but I feel like most of us have reached a point where we're almost never not listening to someone. We have videos on in the background, we listen to podcasts and audiobooks, or call a friend while we're walking. This is all good and everything, but like a couple of years ago, I started noticing having what I call shower thought of the day. Basically, being in the shower was more or less the only decent quiet time I had, and because of it, my brain got a chance to work stuff out. No new things were coming into my ears to process, so my brain could process what was already in there. And the amount of problem solving I would do in the shower was crazy. So now I make sure to have a decent amount of quiet time when I'm cooking and walking and doing the laundry, that type of thing. Well, I listen to music, but I stay away from music with lyrics or any type of words in my ears. And it has calmed my thoughts down so much to get enough time in the day to just let my brain free spin and process. Recommend. Following up on quiet moments, another thing that's so important to my health and especially to me feeling happy and calm is to allow myself to every week, if not every day, go into deep focus. Like turning off my phone and reducing my tab number when working and closing the door to David so I know that between, 8 a.m. and noon, I will be left completely undisturbed by Twitter or the inbox or WhatsApp or indeed David and his constant cuddling. If I get those 4 hours of super focus in the morning, I get most of the heavy duty stuff done. The same when I have a day off. I try to give myself at least 2 hours when I just sit still and read or watch a movie without constantly checking my phone. Do you ever feel like this? That sometimes you don't realize how frazzled you are until you sit still and mute your phone? It's freaky how on edge we get just by having our phones beep at us all the time. Am I right? It doesn't always work, but I try to have one day with completely no shoulds. Nothing in the calendar, no plans, no telling myself I need to work out or eat well or exercise or anything. I can do whatever I want whenever I feel like it, within reason obviously. But I'm definitely a I should person, so getting a break every week is very healthy for me. But to feel good about having one day a week without shoulds, I try to have one day a week where I accomplish all the shoulds. Work focusedly, eat super healthy, just nail the whole day so I, at the end of the day, feel like I'm a total pro. After one of these days, I feel so good, and then of course, I get the reward of the completely should-free day. My favorite thing about summer is that it for some reason automatically takes you out of your everyday routine. Even if you're working and just being at home, no holiday whatsoever, it's still something in the air that makes it feel like it's a special occasion. And getting out of the everyday has always for me been the best way of getting perspective on my life and realizing what I love about my everyday and what I hate about it. So every August, David and I sit down and have a full day meeting where we just go over everything we figured out during the summer and do a plan for how to sort of tweak our lifestyle to feel excited about autumn. This might actually be the healthiest thing we do all year, just this one day of looking at everything with fresh eyes and making sure we're not stagnating or getting stuck in a rut simply because of habits and convenience. Okay, this is no surprise. We get happy when we touch someone. And I don't mean symbolically touch, I mean actual physical touch. I feel like we don't make out enough in our life. It should be a staple in our diets. Or if not making out, then cozying with a kitty or puppy, or if you don't have another body around, get free massages from, buying one of those spider leg head massage things to use on ourselves. Like when I'm stressed or my mind is moving too fast, I feel like planting myself in my body is the quickest and shortest way to turn off the head spinning. For me, it's much more efficient than meditating or any of that. What about you? What's your favorite way to relax a spinning brain? Let's chat in the comments. Do you want to create a beautiful site, maybe start your own health blog? If so, you should definitely do it with Squarespace. They have great blogging tools to share your stories, photos and videos to make it easy to reach your audience. You can also auto-post your content to Twitter, Facebook or Tumblr, and simply schedule your posts for them to be properly tagged and the descriptions and titles will show up correctly. You can of course add your social media accounts to your site so that it's easy for your readers to find you everywhere. Squarespace also have great traffic analytics so that you can see how many people are visiting your site, how long they're staying for, where they're coming from and what they're interested in, like health or food or minimalism, for example. So what are you waiting for? Go get your free trial today at squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/JennyMustard to get 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Okay, I'm off to make out with David. Thank you so much for watching today and wishing you the best summer ahead possible, lovelies. Puss puss! En trevlig sommar!